Like one alt that looks really good right now, which has been doing very well, is Aster. Have you been paying attention to this?
Yeah, and we should talk about that. Quick one. Like I've obviously missed Aster for the same reason I missed Hyperliquid, despite having analyzed them both. Like I don't, I still don't have a good mental framework for understanding why the world needs another exchange. I still can't wrap my head around it. Call me dumb, call me a boomer. I just don't get it. So I'm okay missing some of these trades at the earliest possible phases. Why does the world need another perp dex right now? Other than like, oh, it's CZ sponsored and they're the right KOLs around this, and oh look, other people are making money and screenshotting their wallets and posting it online. What's the actual reason why this should sustain the way that Hype did?
I mean, the thing that people sometimes forget, and this is no shade to Hyperliquid, right? Is that perp dexes actually have a long history, and if you go back 4 years ago, everyone was talking about how GMX was going to win. Like it was absolutely going to win. Now, with that being said, no perp dex has gotten to the size of Hyperliquid, and Hyperliquid's team is extremely competent, and they're very good at what they do. And basically, no other perp dex has been able to even come close to what they've accomplished. But history has shown that it's possible to very easily steal away users if you provide similar levels of liquidity, similar level of product, and a similar level of experience to the DEX itself, right? I mean, it's very easy to click withdraw and then deposit. It takes 15 seconds to get off of Hyperliquid and go somewhere else. Okay, maybe not 15 seconds because you have to wait for to bridge off Arbitrum, but it doesn't take more than half an hour, and it doesn't take more than 15 seconds of like active clicking to get off. So it's not, it's not particularly hard, is what I'm saying. And so when you have something like Aster come out, I think immediately it has to be like your bells have to go off in your head. It's like, okay, well, if this product is backed by the number one exchange in the world by CZ, then it's probably going to have a moment in the sun. Now, I have seen a lot of most of the time, what happens when this gets out there is that it has its moment in the sun and then it sort of just dies off. Like it has a trade. There's a trade there, and the trade is probably like a month-long trade. It's the initial run up, and then the sell off, and then the secondary run up for everybody that missed the initial run up, and then the thing actually doesn't end up getting any traction or any usage, and then it sort of just dies.
Yeah,
that's kind of my take on what's going to happen here. Like, but the alarm bell. Like,
as in, you think Aster is going to have its moment in the sun, flare out, and then flame out? Yeah,
but I think it operates in an area that is like, it's possible, right? It's like, as long as it's possible for it to steal some market share, I think it's a good trade. And so actually, like right now, so basically traded up immensely, very, very quickly. And it's had from the highs, it have a 35% pullback from the highs. And so it's like, is it ready for round two? I'm watching it. Like I think that there is a round two trade here, basically to take it as everyone else is I think a lot of people miss that trade, so I'm kind of watching it. I'd probably nibble around $1. Like if we get a more significant pullback, I'd probably buy it like $1 and try to sell out at $2 again.
I don't know about doing trades like that.
Trade.
Maybe it works for you, but I wouldn't recommend doing that for most people. And the reason why is like, you just look at Trump coin, right? At current valuations, Aster, I don't know what their revenues are, but whatever they are, there's not a statistically significant sample size of Aster revenues to justify the 2.4 billion FTV or wherever it's trading right now. So you're basically buying it on vibes if you buy it. It's trading 140. If it goes to 1 and you buy it for a pop up to 2, you're buying it based on vibes. You're buying it based on technicals. You're buying a chart. You're not buying a project's actual fundamentals. So, again, Avi, like you've got enough experience doing this and probably a good enough gut feel for crypto that may work for you. But I would not recommend doing that for most people. And I certainly won't be doing it myself because to me, this is just another example of Trump coin, right? This is a project whose token is, as of right this moment, unlinked to anything real. It's more of a meme coin than a hyperliquid like vehicle that buys back tokens with business revenues. And sure, it may become that one day, but it isn't yet. And even if they announce that they will, they only have a couple days worth of, being live to demonstrate. So for me, like watching what happened to Trump coin, I don't know. There is no way to value this thing. And so I think it's important to avoid FOMO or chart trading.
Yes. I mean, don't get one-shotted by this idea of revenue, Jonah. There's still good trades out there.
But like, why one? Why two? To me, these are not objective frameworks. And yes, I agree. It's not just revenue that matters. I'm perfectly happy to invest in things on vibes and memes and just YOLO in and out of stuff. But this thing's been around for like a day. The last time we saw a meteoric.
That's exactly why I get like I like to look at the new things for trades, is because it's been around for a day and because it moved so quickly, so fast. A lot of people ended up on the sidelines, and I think that like it becomes a good trading asset, right? Like I think that's where maybe we differ, is like that actually makes it a good trading asset to me. But look, I'm definitely on your side. I think that, okay, so if you go to the website itself, I don't know if anyone's actually gone to the website other than just like trading the coin. It's not a particularly good asset. Not a particularly good web page. That was insane, by the way. I wish I could share my screen right now so people know I'm not like joking about this. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen.
I mean, look, the annualized volatility.
Jonah, you got to see this. Look at this.
I can't wait to see this.
Hold on. Oh, I can't share. So as we're talking about this, somebody just texted me, "Have you heard of Aster?"
We can hear. I know somebody texted you because we can hear your text messages in the background. You're like an old man. My mom turns the text message ringer on.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would say, but that's crazy. Like somebody literally just texted me about this. Which I'm going to just go back to the point of, when you get an asset that comes out and it rips really hard and nobody gets in, it does generate FOMO on the pullbacks, and you can sometimes take trades out. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good trade.
But if you actually like look at the website and the app itself, it's kind of shit. And also, like, it just doesn't really make sense. Just like tremendous amount of wash trading has to be happening on this platform, because it says it has 258 million bucks of open interest.
Yours, no way, unless it's all CZ. But
and it says it has $532 billion of total trading volume. Jonah, what is that ratio?
No way.
Like, what is that ratio? It's not. No. That ratio makes no sense. It's potential fraud. I mean, that's crazy. That's
what else could it be?
Like that sets up my antennas.
That's got to be the highest turnover in the history of any exchange launch ever, if it's real. Honestly, where I'm at with this is like all that crypto Twitter is picking up on.
Let's just for comparison's sake, let's go to Hyperliquid.
Yeah.
Today on $4.8 billion on $3.8 billion of open interest, they have $4.8 billion of volume on Bitcoin. On Aster, they have 236 million of open interest on Bitcoin, which is not actually, it's actually more than what they said that they have on their homepage, but let's put that aside for a second. $2.2 billion of 24-hour volume. So they have literally a 20th of the open interest, but half of the volume. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. This is like the trading opportunities that you mentioned, Avi, are just, it has nothing to do with the fact that this is a DEX, a club. There's nothing special about this. There's nothing uniquely valuable here. It is just an insanely volatile asset. It went up. It just created a lot of wealth over an extremely short period of time. So if you go and annualize that volatility, it's so freaking insane that it attracts retail traders. To me, that is it. There's also a CZ story behind it too, and everybody loves the mythology of the hero who's just returned from his exile to save humanity from the forces that want to extinguish crypto. So like there's definitely a CZ meta here, and maybe you can profit from the high amplitude of this thing. Like if it trades down another 50%, you just compare where it started to where it peaked out, and yes, it seems like there's probably a range trade opportunity to buy the dip on. Like the reason why I hate these trades though is because they can nuke you so badly. Like people who invested in Trump on a similar volatility thesis, a lot of them ended up losing 60 to 90% of their money in very short order. So I think this is just one, like, I think what's underrated in this market is the ability to just maintain your patience and your calm and your vision for your portfolio and not get to me, this is the ultimate shiny object that distracts you out of good long-term positions. And I'm more of a long-term trader, so I don't like things like this. This bothers me. Another thing that bothers me is that on their website, next to the section that says perpetual, there's a section that says 1001x. Like, why 1001x? Why not 1000x? They're trying to copy us, Avi? What are these people doing? So basically, you're on mute.
They're trying to one up us, Jonah.
Trying to one up us. Why not? They should have put 999x on there just to be respectful. Have some respect.
Crazy. Our moves.
This is a shiny object. The logo is a logo of a shiny object. I bet we won't be talking about Aster in 6 months.